Well, nice does it again, folks. Waiting for the 51. Last 51 hasn't showed up at all. And we're in N.Merrick. I'm probably going to take the train to Baldwin and get the 35 back. I want to show you this amazing sunset, though. I can see I don't know what happened. I saw it come in and it hasn't come back. I was running really late. Now, I don't know. This is what we deal with. Nice bus. This is exactly what we deal with. I'm telling you, from hell or high water, these MTA's got to come back out here because this is a disaster. Well, again, I don't mind being stranded here. It's a nice, but I don't have to be stranded. I can get the 35. Look at this sunset. I gotta get a picture of it. Gotta make it quick though. Oh my God. 51 has not showed up at all. Some sunset. Let me show you who's stranded, and we'll have to shell out $8 to $12 for a taxi. Ed Mangano's friends with the taxi companies. I'm back here on YouTube. I'm going to keep blogging about Nice and what's going on here because it's not acceptable. Plain and simple. Leaving people stranded. This is what they do. Every day, people get stranded. Here's everybody who's stranded. And these are the taxis. They're waiting here, waiting to rob people. Legalized robbery. That's what they do. Because he broke down. He broke down. There's so many breakdowns, and unfortunately for you folks, they may not fill the breakdown. They may not fill the run. They may just not have the last run go out, leaving everybody stranded. They're friends with the cab companies. All right? They want this to happen so you can shell out $12 for a cab. This is what Ed Mangano is about. And you got to call him every day and tell him what a piece of shit Ed Mangano is. Because that's what he is. He's a piece of shit. He is a piece of shit. That's what he is. I'm sorry to use bad language, but when it comes to Ed Mangano, that's all I could think of. Yeah. The bus was supposed to be here half an hour ago. This is what we go through because of Ed Mangano. Paper sign in the window.
The danger is over the airport.
What happened, man? You're like a half hour late. You break down or something?
Wouldn't start.
Wouldn't start up. Yep. That's your nice maintenance for you. There is no maintenance. Wouldn't start. This is what people deal with. No destination sign on that bus. He couldn't get it started. That's what happened. He couldn't get it started. That's why he was late. This is what goes on at Nice Bus. He was telling me, you know, it's miserable. The system is being run into the ground. And no one really seems to care, you know. There's so many breakdowns. The maintenance is so bad. Guess how many mechanics they have for the whole system? Only about 4 or 5. And there's no more than 2 on duty at any given time. Yep, that's right, folks. That's what the bus driver told me. So much stuff goes on. So much stuff goes on. Ridership's down, and this company is losing money. They don't have enough money to. They don't have enough money to keep these buses running. Period. And and he agrees with me. I expect major cuts coming next year. Major cuts, and I think we're going to wind up with the kind of system that the MTA said they could provide with the money that Nassau is giving, which is like half a bus system. That's what we're going to have. All right. This is why Nassau County has got to chip in. This is why Ridership's down. Nobody wants to put up with this. You see, all those people, they almost got on the taxis because of what's going on. And now I'm a half hour late because I missed my 35, so I have to wait for the next one, which hopefully will show up. You know, remember one night last week I was here. I think I told you that in the Piney News. 90 minutes waiting for a bus. So let's see what happens tonight. I don't know, but this is exactly why. How it affects my life is that I now have to move out of where I'm living. There are other reasons that I'm not really going to talk about here, but I have to move out of Westbury because I need to live somewhere that has frequent train service. All right, Westbury, I told you, only every hour off peak. In the rush hour, it's about every 20 to 30 minutes. Most trains skip Westbury. There's not much in Westbury. There's not much along the Huntington line to begin with. Everything on the South Shore is more modern, and there's more stuff there. and it's just a better place for me to live for reasons I'm not going to talk about completely here. I think you may know what they are, but next year I gotta get out of there. I can't rely on nice anymore. You see what's going on every day. It's a problem. That's it. And be glad if you don't have to take nice. Be glad you don't.